Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Today, we will be presenting about Piaget's theory of cognitive development, a theory that explains how children's thinking develops through 4 major stages. Before we begin, allow me to introduce the presenters for today. My name is Alisha Carmila binti Muhammad Ali, and with me are Huri Safa Dania binti Amran and Nur Ifah Ilyana binti Romzi. Together, we will guide you through each stage of Piaget's theory. Piaget's theory was developed by Jean Piaget, a Swiss psychologist who dedicated his life to studying how children think, learn, and grow. Through his extensive research, he introduced the cognitive development theory, which outlines the 4 stages children go through as their thinking becomes more advanced, from infancy all the way to adolescence. The first stage is the sensorimotor stage, followed by the preoperational stage. Next is the concrete operational stage, and finally, the formal operational stage. Piaget emphasized that children are not simply little adults. Instead, they build knowledge gradually through experiences, interactions, and explorations. Overall, Piaget's work shows that children's thinking becomes increasingly logical, organized, and complex as they mature. His idea was shaped by years of observing children, conducting simple experiments, and analyzing how their thinking changed according to age.
In Piaget's theory, the first stage is the sensorimotor stage, from birth to about 2 years old. During this time, infants learn about the world through their sense and physical action. They see, touch, hear, and move. Their early reflexes and spontaneous movements gradually became intentional actions like reaching, grabbing, or exploring toys. A key milestone in this stage is object permanence, the understanding that objects or people continue to exist even when they are out of sight. A classic example is playing peekaboo. At first, when an adult hides their face, the baby may act surprised or think the adult has disappeared. Then, as the baby develops object permanence, they start to anticipate the return of the face, showing they know the person still exists even when hidden. This marks the beginning of mental representation, the foundation for later cognitive development. The second stage in Piaget's theory is the preoperational stage, which occurs from about 2 to 7 years old. In this stage, children start to use language, pictures, and symbols to represent the world around them. Their imagination becomes very active and they enjoy pretend play. However, their thinking is still intuitive and not fully logical. One common behavior in pre-operational stage is that children begin to think symbolically and engage in what psychologists call symbolic play. For instance, a child might grab a cardboard box and treat it like an aeroplane. This shows that the child can use imagination to make one object stand for something else. Others' main behavior in this stage is centration, where children focus on only one aspect of a situation. For example, when choosing between a tall but narrow cup, a short cup, and wide cup with the same amount of water, a child may say the tall cup has more simply because it looks higher. They focus only on the height and ignore the weight. This shows that they do not yet understand the concept of conservation. Overall, children in this stage think in a concrete, imaginative way, but have not developed logical reasoning.
The concrete operational stage happens from ages 7 to 11. At this stage, children begin to think more logically, they can understand ideas more clearly, solve simple addition and subtractions, learn through hands-on activity, and organize or sort objects better.
The tall cup looks fuller. I think it has more water.
It only looks different. The amount is the same because it came from the same cup.
Children in the concrete operational stage now understand that even if something looks different, the amounts doesn't change. This is the key signs of logical thinking in this stage. Formal operational stage begins around 12 years old. At this stage, students can think beyond what they can see. They start to understand abstract idea, work with a symbol, concept, and theory, and use a logical and scientific reasoning to test ideas. They are also better at planning, predict outcome, and solving complex problems.
If the plant gets more sunlight, I think it will grow faster.
Let's test that. We can compare a plant in shade and a plant in full sunlight.
This stage allows students to form hypotheses, just like in scientific thinking. This ability to hypothesize and test ideas is a key sign of the formal operational stage.
To wrap things up, Piaget's stages of cognitive development really help us see how children's thinking changes as they grow. Instead of viewing children as less capable adults, Piaget showed that they actually think in their own unique ways at each age. He also reminded us that children learn best by exploring, asking questions, and interacting with the world around them. Even though newer research has added more ideas, Piaget's works is still a strong foundation in education and child psychology. It continues to guide teachers and parents in understanding how to support children at different stages of development. And with that, we'd like to thank everyone for your attention. We hope our presentation helped you understand Piaget's theory in a clear and more meaningful way. Thank you.